Welcome to Human Factoids. Today we dive into the world of propaganda techniques. From persuasion to misinformation, these methods shape our views and decisions. Let's uncover their secrets together. Agenda setting. The power of news media lies in shaping public focus. When they repeatedly highlight certain issues, they influence what the public considers important. Appeal to fear. This technique plays on public anxiety to gain support. By spreading fear, it creates a sense of urgency among people. Appeal to prejudice. Leveraging existing biases, this approach assigns moral weight to ideas or things, swaying public opinion through prejudice. Inevitable victory. This strategy invites people to join a winning cause. It reassures those already supporting it, and entices others with the promise of being on the victorious side. Join the crowd. Here, the tactic is to present a movement as overwhelmingly popular. It suggests people will benefit by being part of this large group. Beautiful people, often used in ads, this method associates happiness and success with a product or ideology. It implies that by adopting it, people can also achieve this desirable state. Big lie. The theory here is that a massive falsehood is more likely to be believed than a small one. Its audacity can leave people unsure how to refute it. Classical conditioning. This psychological principle pairs a natural response with a new trigger, eventually eliciting the response with just the new stimulus. Cognitive dissonance. This exploits the desire for consistency. For instance, if people dislike a political candidate but admire a celebrity endorsing them, they might reconsider their stance. Plain folk. This approach aims to show that an idea or stance is rooted in common sense. It's often seen in politicians doing everyday activities to appear relatable. Cult of personality. This occurs when media is used to create an admirable public image of an individual, who then endorses certain ideologies or positions. Demonizing the enemy. This involves portraying opponents as immoral or inferior, often stripping them of their humanity in public perception. Demoralization. This propaganda aims to weaken the spirit of opposition, fostering a sense of defeat and encouraging surrender. Dictate, a straightforward command strategy, telling the audience exactly what to do, leaving no room for alternatives. Disinformation, creating or altering information to fabricate events or actions, including fake media like photos or videos. Divide and rule, breaking up larger power groups into smaller, less threatening ones, maintaining control by preventing unified opposition. Euphemism, using mild or indirect words to mask harsh realities or unpalatable ideas, making them more palatable to the public. Euphoria, boosting morale with positive events like military parades or luxury goods to create a sense of happiness and well-being. FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt, spreading negative, dubious information to harm the credibility of an idea or belief. Fire hose of falsehood, rapid, repetitive broadcasting of messages across multiple platforms without concern for truth, overwhelming the audience with information. Flag waving, justifying actions as patriotic or beneficial to a nation or cause, appealing to nationalistic sentiments. Flack, attempts to discredit prevailing assumptions or ideas, creating doubt about their validity. Foot in the door technique, starting with a small request or gift to create a sense of obligation, later leveraging it for bigger demands. Framing, presenting facts within a specific narrative to influence perception and persuade audiences towards a particular viewpoint. Gish gallop, overwhelming opponents in debates with rapid, complex questions, making them seem uninformed or unprepared. Glittering generalities, using emotionally appealing but vague terms that don't offer concrete arguments, but instead link ideas to positive, pre-existing values. Guilt by association, discrediting ideas by linking them to unpopular groups or beliefs. Half-truth, statements containing some truth but deliberately omitting key details to mislead. Information overload, bombarding a topic with so much information that it becomes hard to understand or make informed decisions. Intentional vagueness, making ambiguous statements to distract from real issues or questions. Labeling, using derogatory language to discredit individuals, groups, or ideas. Latitudes of acceptance, initially presenting extreme views to make the actual moderate argument seem more acceptable. Limited hangout, revealing some truth while hiding key facts, often to distract from deeper issues. Loaded language, employing emotionally charged words to influence an audience's response. Love bombing, overwhelming someone with affection to recruit them to a cause or ideology. Milieu control, controlling communication and environment through social pressure and group-specific language. Obfuscation, deliberately making messages confusing or hard to understand. Operant conditioning, modifying behavior through rewards or punishments associated with certain stimuli. Oversimplification, providing simple answers to complex problems, often ignoring nuances. Paltering, misleading with selective, partial truths. Pensée unique, reducing discussion through oversimplified phrases or arguments. Quotes out of context. Selectively editing quotes to change their meaning involves intentionally distorting the original intent by removing words from their initial context. Rationalization, justifying difficult or unacceptable feelings with reasons that seem logical, often masking the true motives or emotions behind decisions or beliefs. Repetition, employing symbols, slogans, or phrases repeatedly to ingrain them into memory, making them more likely to be remembered and recognized. Scapegoating, shifting blame onto others to deflect attention from real issues or to relieve oneself of guilt, often used to simplify complex situations. Semantic satiation, the practice of repeating a word or phrase so many times it loses its meaning, making it less powerful or negative. Smear campaign, a strategic attack on someone's reputation through deliberate misinformation or defamation, aiming to diminish their credibility. Testimonials, leveraging quotes, whether in context or not, to endorse a cause, product, or idea, giving it greater apparent legitimacy. Third-party technique, presenting arguments through an apparently independent entity to lend credibility to those arguments, making them seem more unbiased. Transfer, linking the positive or negative attributes of one thing to another, influencing perceptions and attitudes by association. Unstated assumption, suggesting a concept is true without direct assertion, relying on the audience to fill in the gaps, making it appear more valid. Whataboutism, responding to criticism by accusing the critic of hypocrisy, avoiding direct engagement with the original argument or criticism. Misuse of statistics, presenting data in a way that intentionally misleads or deceives, shaping perceptions with figures that may not tell the whole story. Thanks for joining us in exploring propaganda techniques. Being informed is our shield. Understanding these methods helps us critically analyze information. Subscribe to Human Factoids for more insights. Until next time, stay informed and keep questioning.